Hello friends, welcome back to Java coding sessions. So today we will be going to learn how to search for an element in an array using a very simple and efficient algorithm called linear search in Java. So let's first start with a very quick overview of a linear search. Like in this, we should understand like how we can search for an element using a linear approach. So linear search approach is one of the most simplest searching algorithms. So in a linear search, we check each element of an array one by one until we find the target element or until we reach the end of an array. So it is called linear because it processes each element in a linear fashion, meaning it checks elements one after another. So now let's set up our program. So before diving into the code, let's understand. We will be going to take input for an array. We will search for an element in an array using linear search and we will display the result. So let's start with this. So very first thing is we will be going to create a scanner object for user input. So equals new scanner and we can mention here system.in. So we can import the scanner. Then we can ask the user for input size. So asking the user for input size. So we can just print in the console, enter the number of elements in an array. So we'll give int size equals scanner.next int. So this is basically to read the array size. Now we can create an array of the entered size. So we can create an array of the entered size. So we'll give array equals new int size. So moving ahead, we will be asking the user to input array elements. So asking the user to input array elements. So can just give here, enter the elements of an array. Now we'll give one for loop approach where we will give for int I equals 0, I is less than size, I plus plus. And we can give array I equals scanner dot next int. So this is basically filling the array with user input. Now we will be asking the user for the value to search in an array. So we will be asking the user for the value to search in an array. So we'll give like system.out.println, we'll just give enter the element to search for. Fine. Enter the element to search for, and we can give here int target equals scanner dot next int. So what's this? This is basically an element search for. Fine. Now we will be going to perform the linear search and get the result. So we will just call the function inside the main function, and we will soon be implementing that function. So we will just perform the linear search and get the result. So we'll give int result equals linear search with array and target. So we will soon implement it. First, let continue, like after we get the result, how we will be going to display it. So displaying the result based on the search result. So we'll give if result equals -1. So in that case, just print element not found in an array. And if the return result is not -1, in that case, you can print element found at index and just concatenate it with the result. Now let's move ahead with the implementation of the linear search method. So very first thing what we gonna do, we will loop through all the elements in an array. So we will loop through all elements in an array. So what we will give, we will give for int I equals 0, I is less than array dot length I plus plus, and we'll give, like if I want to compare the current element with the target, so we will compare the current element with the target. So we'll give if array I equals target. So in that case, just return I, means element found, and return index. Okay, or just return -1. So return -1 means element not found. So return -1. Fine. So let's run it and see. Run as Java application. So enter the number of elements in an array. Let's suppose if we give 5. So enter the elements of an array. I give 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And enter the element to be searched for. If I say 15, so you could see element found at index 2, 0, 1, 2. So this was the expected answer, and all the user inputs we have taken, and I have just well commented this code. So I hope you like this linear search approach and you like this session. Do remember, more and more practice will make you perfect in coding. Thank you all.